Hi, welcome back to Ahead of the Curve. I'm your host, Dr. Megan Teed, and I'm here today with Kerry Green. Welcome back, Kerry.
Hi, Meg.
It's another curve combo up to 12, I think,
Mm,
11, every time.
you're going down. I'm pretty sure it's more.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, that sounds more right. Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm in a new spot where I have some sunlight coming in, and it's so nice.
You're always at the against that wall over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I, when we opened our clinic, moved the Cadillac out, and
Mm.
I've moved my desk where the Cadillac used to be. And I love this spot because I can kind of peek out and see what people are doing, walking past, and nice sunlight.
Do you live on a busy street?
It's busy enough. We live across the street from a pool, the
Oh,
neighborhood.
okay.
So
Lots of people watching opportunities then.
yeah, yeah. And it's just a lot of trees. It's nice. It's pretty.
I live on a river, so if I look to the left of me, I can watch the boats going by. It actually distracts me a lot. Sometimes I just close the blinds. I'm like, what am I doing? I've been sitting here for 5 minutes.
I am the worst
It's
people.
bad. Yeah.
But you sent me something, or no, you didn't send me. Gosh, I'm acting like
I sent
special.
you.
It was on your story of the person on the jet ski or the dog on the jet ski or
Oh my gosh. By the way, a company contacted me about that and they wanted to buy the rights to the video because they liked it so much.
what? Did you give it to them?
No, I went on Reddit and it was like mixed reviews, like if they ever, so basically like every time they use it, because it's a viral video, then they'll pay you a little bit. Some people were like, yeah, I got paid like a couple $100 in the past year. And some people were like, no, we never saw any money. So I'm like, for this, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But for anyone that doesn't follow me, it was me and my husband James were sitting having our little Friday happy hour, look down on the river. There is a guy on a hoverboard pulling a jet ski and a dog in a life jacket driving the jet ski with goggles on. Also, the guy's wearing a cowboy hat.
It looked so fake, but it was
So
definitely
fake.
not fake.
Yeah, it
That's
was amazing.
Yeah, if I saw that when I was sitting here doing some work, there's no way
Yeah,
I'd be able to hide my face.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I would love an update on your light. I've had actually two people tell me that they've purchased some lights based off of
No way.
your what not referral, your recommendation,
Yeah, not my like, yeah, because I don't have any
your
affiliation.
testimony.
Yes. Oh, did they get some people said they got the rejuvenator?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. For anyone that hasn't heard the story yet, I've been using this red light, infrared light quantum healing panel. It's called the Rejuvenator. And I've been using, there's also like a blue version, which basically does similar things, but works a little bit differently. Don't ask me how it works and how that color healing works. I have no idea. That's way above my pay grade. But yeah, it's everything, and my body feels really good. It feels really even. I have a lot of energy. The concave muscles, what do you call those next to? This isn't my wheelhouse.
Paraspinals,
Hmm.
concave paraspinals,
On the lumbar spine, is that what it's called?
like your quadratus lumborum area,
Yes.
your
So
cubital.
that's so freaking slow to get stronger, but it is growing. The muscle is growing.
I love
My
it.
ribs are super even. You saw my neck. My posture is like really good.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah.
And that's without changing anything else.
No, I haven't done anything else. If anything, I'm doing like the least I've ever done in my life because I'm so busy right now.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
Um,
only one thing I haven't been able to heal in my whole entire body, which is so frustrating, but I'm going to. I'm determined. But have you ever heard of sunspots on your eyes?
on your eyes.
Yeah.
Like, did they look a little yellow?
Like, yes, kind of
Yeah.
like tiny, almost, you can barely see it, but like small yellow raised bumps.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they were raised, but yeah, I
So
have heard of
I shouldn't have them. I'm way too young to have them. They say it's from sun. I don't believe that, but they're called sunspots. I've been trying to heal those, and they're like kind of shrinking a little bit, but being very stubborn. So I'm
them.
still getting to the bottom of that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I um I just posted something today on Instagram, reposted something that I saw about science kind of catching up to how we are electrical beings and
Mm.
how if you can they have some sort of imaging that they're able to do where they're imaging uh, a person who is alive and a person who has passed away. And there is light emanating from the person who is still living, and then that light is gone
Mm.
after they pass. And that's something that we always knew that we're electrical beings and that we have like light affinity in our bodies, but it's really cool to see science proving that.
I love that so much. And I feel like our country is the last one to catch up on that because everything here, and Leanne, who makes those panels, talks about this so much, is about chemistry.
Hmm.
She's like, if you just stop thinking with the viewpoint of chemistry and think about like the energy and the electrical fields of your body, like you can actually heal so much more rather because chemistry she kind of describes as almost like chasing, it's like chasing symptoms, but it's never going to get to the root of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cool.
Pharmaceuticals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck changing that anytime soon in this country.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously. Don't get me started.
Don't get her
Don't
started.
get me
Don't
started
get
on
me started.
my. Yeah.
So speaking of chemistry and probably things you deal with a lot in your practice, what are some things that like new things that you're starting to incorporate like with the
Mm.
clients and patients you work with that are kind of on the frontier of things that you haven't done before?
Yeah, so you talk about this a lot, but I've been learning so much about like cranial nerves and how, your eyes like influence basically what is it like 90% of what's happening in your body.
Mhm.
And they always kind of knew that eye exercises would help with anxiety and trauma because if you think about if anybody's ever heard of EMDR, it's like one of the main trauma therapies that they use where you basically follow like a light with or the therapist's finger like this. But they could never really explain like why it works. They just knew that it worked for trauma. So you're like talking about what's happened to you while you're doing this and it kind of takes the power away from whatever like traumatic experience you're describing. So I figured out that this is like super, super effective for anxiety, especially if somebody's panicking or like spiraling, overthinking. I've been teaching just just random eye exercises, even just that, like lateral eye movements or um, what is it, the VOR, where you're like moving your head.
Moving your head, yeah, that's VOR.
Yeah, so I've been teaching that to my clients and they love it so much for the like especially if they're overwhelmed or panicking, they're just like it stops.
Ugh, so cool.
So cool.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And pain too. It works really well for pain. But I don't think a lot of people are like teaching that for anxiety.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, they're like even my clients are like, "What do you mean you want me to like move my eyes? I don't get it." Like,
Trust me, it's even
trust me.
challenging with pain. For me, oh my gosh, it's just, it's hard for people to wrap their mind around it.
Right.
Hey, if you're experiencing pain, do these eye exercises that we found are beneficial for you. Like there's ways to do some like test retest with them. I'm not
Hmm.
sure if Dr. Perry taught you that, but
Yeah.
to see what your brain likes that you're paying attention to. And those are the ones that you focus on when they're having that overwhelm, when
Yeah.
having that pain response, because it's really closely tied into a center in your brain that controls your blood pressure, that
Mhm.
controls your parasympathetic nervous system, modulates pain. So,
I love that. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, even for me, wrap my mind around also like how fast things travel in the body and how does Missy describe it? She describes it as like basically like an explosion.
yeah.
She's like, it goes like this, but really it's just like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that is how it works. And
Mhm.
for somebody to wrap their mind around, okay, if I have pain in my knee, like I don't understand why you're telling me to move my eyes. What does that have to do with it?
Yeah.
Yes, the body's weird, guys. A lot going on.
It's so cool, but it's so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah. Mhm. Crazy, crazy.
Oh, well, also on that note, when you have anxiety, you also oftentimes, not everyone, but a lot of times get a lot of dizziness.
Mm-hmm.
So this also I'm finding works really, really well for those clients who are stuck in like just feeling dizzy all the time.
Yeah. Especially VOR.
Yes. Yeah.
I had this really crazy experience the other day. And I guess if you're a vestibular therapist, this probably isn't crazy for you, but I I had a patient of mine that was in and he he's seen me for like a low back thing, but he was also experiencing like a lot of vertigo and he didn't want me to, there's like a maneuver to do to reposition the crystals in your inner ear.
Mm-hmm.
I did that before. It made me feel worse and I don't really want to do that right now. So I was like, okay, we're going to tackle it a different way. And I had him do just like an eye circle, like following. And when he got down to like the bottom left diagonal, his eyes were like bouncing from,
Whoa.
yeah, his nystagmus.
Yeah.
And then I gave him like a VOR exercise that like took him into that diagonal, that same diagonal. And he did it like the rest of the day and he felt better. So I was like, that was so cool.
That's so cool. So for the rest of the day, like you just had him practice it, like just you just told him to keep doing it like randomly.
Yeah, like just do like sets of like 3 reps
Okay.
on an hourly basis and it helped.
hmm That's interesting because I was wondering about that. Like, because when I did my training with Dr. Perry, he's very much like, be careful that you don't do too much. Obviously, you don't want to put someone more into fight or flight. So I guess it depends on the person, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Mhm.
I think with, when you figure out the ones that are helpful, when you are in a situation where you're having like a pain flare up or an acute situation, I don't think that you can overdo it.
Okay. That
Like
makes
maybe if
sense.
you're doing it like constantly, but I think that
Yeah.
yeah, three to 5 times a day is what Missy recommends, just
Okay.
baseline. So I think,
This is important for the women I work with because they're super high achievers, and if I don't tell them the limit, they'll just do it all day long.
oh yeah,
They're like perfectionists.
yeah.
I have to tell them, like one time somebody, started my program and I can see like how much people are regulating, like logging into their NeuroFit app. And you're supposed to do it like a couple times a day, right? But one girl was doing it. I saw like 15 logins. I'm like, all right, come on. Like, we're not healing in a day.
Thank goodness you can see that and you
Yeah.
can kind of nip it in the bud and be like, okay, chickadee.
Everyone's a perfectionist with their healing. They want to go above and beyond. They're like, what else can I do? What else can I do? So, yeah,
Mhm.
3 eye exercises is your limit.
That is a hard thing. And like I'm encountering that with my small group that I do, my group coaching. where I have a couple of people who were, very into exercise and movement and strength training and cardio and all these things. And I asked them and also educated them that, like, during this first part, it's important to hit the pause button on that stuff. And it's like a movement elimination diet where you want to be able to see what is helping and what isn't helping. And if you're moving
Yeah.
in a dysfunctional way when you're doing all those other things, and then, we're doing something, it's like you're kind of
Yeah.
fighting against yourself a
Yeah. Because
lot.
you have no idea which, like for you, like corrective
Hmm.
exercises are, is that right? Like helping, and then if somebody's still in pain, you want to know if it's from that versus the outside things they're doing.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
so cool.
Yeah.
Never thought of that before.
Yeah. That's something I learned through functional patterns. They recommend people do that. They get a
Mhm.
lot of pushback about it. And I get it. I'm the same way. I have some exercise anxiety.
Mm. You
Did you
do?
did you listen to that podcast
No, I didn't know that you had that.
that I sent you, the functional patterns
Oh,
one?
yes, I loved that actually.
And
Yeah.
they talked about it in there, how like Americans in general, or just like the population in general, tend to have this exercise anxiety where when you aren't exercising every day, you feel stressed or anxious
Mm-hmm.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this innate thing in us that, way back when, if we weren't moving or if we weren't fighting or hunting, gathering, whatever, we were like in a dire scenario. We weren't going to be able to eat.
Right.
So it just kind of is ingrained in us that we should be moving all the time or,
Yeah.
doing these hard.
That's interesting. So what does he say to do for that so that we don't have like exercise anxiety? Because I know that part of their thing is like slow down sometimes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like resting and healing and just getting outside as much as possible
Okay.
and doing more like um not
Like,
play, but just like gardening or
okay,
yard.
natural, like
Mhm.
rejuvenating,
Yeah. Yeah,
rejuvenating lifestyle movement or whatever. That
exactly.
makes sense.
Hmm.
Yeah. I love that. I
Yeah.
definitely have exercise anxiety for sure.
Yeah. And it's very eye-opening. Like I'm in this very eye-opening journey right now because I'm also stopping coffee for, I'm not sure. I haven't decided how long I'm going to do.
Okay, we're just
It's
dipping a
going to be
toe.
like forever or what
Yeah.
did you say?
I said dipping a toe. We're not fully committing, but
Yeah.
yeah. So tell us why. I saw that this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to ask her why she's doing this.
Yeah. So a couple reasons.
Yeah.
I First of all, I can't tell you the last time that I have gone a day without having coffee.
Mm,
So that's reason one. I wanted to see how my body would respond without coffee. Um, and it is a drug. Like caffeine is
yeah.
like anything else. So, wanted to see that. I was up to 3 cups of coffee a day. So
Okay.
I do have a little bit of anxiety, just baseline. So I was like, okay, well, definitely would contribute to having anxiety. So it
Hmm.
can't hurt to, my anxiety to stop.
Right.
And then the other thing is learning how detrimental it is to your fascia.
Yeah.
Um, so it dehydrates your body, it dehydrates your fascia. It creates more pain in your body. And I don't really get much pain. And I had like 4 days where I just had this inflammation feeling, it like pain in my hips. And it wasn't like, oh, I tweaked this in a workout or I like laid on it funny. It was just this persistent feeling of inflammation and discomfort around like the front of my hips. It wasn't like cramps, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
It just felt like burny, weird, whatever. So anyway, um that was leading up to me stopping. I didn't have any on Monday, and today's my fourth day without caffeine. And I haven't had
Good
any
job.
pain in my hips.
Wonderful. It just went right away then.
Yeah. So
Mm,
it's not helping inflammation in my body either.
that makes
So
sense. Yeah.
we'll
So
see.
I assume, and I don't want to upset anyone because whatever, I might. I assume that's for all stimulants then. Why did I say stimulants? Stimulants. Like, because it's not necessarily just that it's caffeine, it's the stimulant.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm saying that because a lot of people with scoliosis are prescribed stimulants because you can have a lot of symptoms that look like ADHD because either hyper aware of your body, so you're constantly distracted, or because this has all been very traumatic and now we can't concentrate. So I do know a lot of people are on them. And if you're on them, that's fine. Like it's has its place, and if it helps you, then that's fine. But you have to be extra careful to hydrate and take care of your fascia then because a lot of people don't know this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good point. I definitely didn't even consider that.
Drink your electrolytes, do your myofascial release, everyone listening.
Drink your coconut water,
Oh, your
your
coconut water with
watermelon.
water. It's blurred out, but I'm not sponsored. I just love it. So good.
Uh,
I'm walking around with like a gallon of it like a crazy person. It's just
where do
so
you get that?
Um, there's a Sprouts is called the name of the grocery store that I shop at. It's kind of, I don't know if they have them everywhere.
Yeah.
It's more like a farmer's type grocery store.
Yeah, we do not. They have them in California.
They would have it at Whole Foods for sure.
No, our Whole Foods went out of business.
Wait, what?
We had a Whole Foods on Hilton Head, and I think it's just because people don't tend to grocery shop there when they're on vacation, and they just went out of business. I don't know. I'm very confused because a lot of people from Bluffton, where I'm at, we would drive over there, and I don't know.
Oh, you might have to
Yeah.
order them on Amazon. You
I
might
wonder
have
if
to.
we have something where I could
Yeah.
find them. They have a fresh market, which is like kind of like,
Oh, yeah, they have them there. We have that too.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll look for them.
I don't even remember what we were talking about now.
Uh, no caffeine,
Right.
fascia,
Yes, yes.
rehydrating.
Hmm.
Hide. Okay, this is also something that is along those same lines and also has some relevance to the light stuff that we were talking about.
Okay.
Hydrogen water.
Whoa, that is so weird. I cannot believe you're asking me that. I can't believe it. Why was I Googling hydrogen water machines today? Oh, I don't remember, but I was. I don't know why. But what is the question?
Well, my question is, have you heard of it? So obviously you've heard of it.
Yeah.
And then have you ever tried it for yourself?
Okay, hydrogen water machines make alkaline water, right?
Hmm.
And that is different from there's another kind of machine that is like a reverse osmosis.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
different.
different, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so I didn't. don't care for the reverse osmosis because looking into it kind of found, and everyone has a different opinion on this, that it's strips the water so much
Hmm.
that you're not getting any of the minerals that you need, the beneficial minerals in water. So it's like, what are you even really drinking it for? I think it's good probably for like cleaning fruit and vegetables,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
I don't think it's good for, I
Consumption.
wouldn't drink it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the hydrogen machine water would be great.
Hmm. Yeah. My husband's really good friend. He came and sorry, I'm laughing because I made so much fun of him. So he came and stayed with us the other month, and he pulls out this mug thing, this big canister, and he plugs it in,
Oh my gosh, wait, that's
and
what I
it
need.
like
That's what I need.
lights up, and it's this whole like light show thing that's happening, and he has the water in there, and I was like, "What on?"
Wait, Meg, you have to send me that. You
I
have
will.
to send me that because one of the things that's been happening here in Fort Lauderdale is like they keep giving us boil water notices.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Mm.
I'm not cool with drinking any contaminated water. I'm not confident that the fridge filter is gonna do it for me.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's altered some other stuff in his life. Like he had a heart attack and he's young. He's like
Oh,
uh late 40s, early 50s and like too young to have a heart attack.
yeah.
A lot of stress in his life, but he like since he had his heart attack, he's been like making all these lifestyle changes, eating better, um, exercising more, and then he's drinking this hydrogen water, and he swears that like it gives him more energy and like just clarity, like mental clarity. And one of the things it claims to help you lose weight. Like I was just reading about
Oh,
it. I don't know enough to like validate that or not.
right.
Um, really interesting, and it helps with inflammation, obviously, in your body as well. So,
I mean, I obviously don't know that this is it either, but it would make sense because I know, like, if you're a lot of people are really stressed, and so their adrenals are really stressed.
mhm.
And so you need extra minerals.
Right.
And they also tell you, a lot of people say, like, drink alkaline water. Like, that's the best thing that you can drink for your adrenals. So maybe that all tracks. Like,
Yeah.
then your nervous system's happier, and then you're going to have less inflammation.
Hmm.
It's like really hard to lose weight when your adrenals are stressed.
So hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hard. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's the,
that's
as
my,
we close out, I will be going to buy that.
yeah. Yeah.
James.
He's gonna be like, please do a podcast with her because every time you're like
Yeah.
on Amazon
We
buying.
have to buy something else. I didn't buy the, oh my gosh, the pulley machine. What do you call it?
Oh, the Anchor.
I really want to, but I didn't. I stopped seeing ads for that actually.
Oh, the tonal. Or wait, you're talking about the other one, the
It
fancy
was
one. That's
the fancy one. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that. Yeah. Anyway, anything else?
No, I gotta get to Amazon.
Yeah. Well, it was good chatting as always.
You too. I know you
And
have somewhere to be.
yeah, I'm off to network, which is my least favorite thing to do. I do not,
Oh,
I don't like
same. I don't like it. It's my worst
makes
nightmare.
me so uncomfortable. And I'm sitting there the whole time, like thinking about what can I ask this person? And then if they're talking to me, I'm not really like listening to what they're saying, unfortunately, because I'm nervous and I want to like have something to ask them. And it's just,
I really wonder if anyone enjoys it truly.
yes, they do. My
You think?
husband.
Oh, really? Okay, so they exist.
Yeah, he takes it off of me. Thankfully, he'll
Okay.
like make a friend with a fly on the wall.
Mm.
Yes.
And being with that person is also my worst nightmare. Because James does that a little bit too. And oh my gosh, my mom did that growing up, and I would always like I think that's why I hate it so much. Because it
Yeah.
reminds me of like waiting, like just waiting, waiting, waiting for you to be done talking.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, I don't like
No,
this.
that's my life now. So,
You'll
and
have fun.
he's yeah, he at least he's a nice person and he's, you know, genuinely interested in other people's life, but sometimes
Yeah, that's sweet.
yes.
Well, enjoy.
Thank you, and until next time, stay well and stay ahead of the curve.